This is how to do a shear blade adjustment. Tools you will need: a 1 1/8 inch wrench, a 24 inch adjustable wrench, a 15/16 inch wrench, a small adjustable wrench. Caution: first thing you need to do is shut off all electrical power to the roll forming line and associated equipment. Then shut off all air to the shear and drain the tank of all air pressure using the drain valve. This is important for safety. Proper lockout tagout procedures are located in the owner's manual. If you have any questions, stop immediately and call MRS at 1-888-284-6794 for technical assistance. First, we'll move the top blade. Move the top blade back towards the infeed rollers to ensure there is clearance between the top and bottom blade by loosening the 3/4 inch bolts. This will ensure that when you raise the bottom blade, it will not make contact with the top blade. Use the jacking bolts seen here to help move the blade back. Now adjust the bottom blade holder. There are 4 brass guides which hold the blade holder in position, 2 per side. As you operate the shear over time, the brass with normal wear can allow the blades to become out of adjustment. Loosen slightly the 5/8 inch bolts. Take the 2 jacking bolts per side and snug them just to the point you can't get a 2/1000 inch shim or a standard piece of paper between the blade holder and brass, checking all 4 points around the brass. Repeat this step on the other side of the blade. Once you feel that you have proper tension, take a large adjustable wrench and place it on the actuator shaft located down underneath the roll former. You want to lift up slightly to feel you have some resistance, but not too much. Usually if the blade moves down slowly with light pressure from the wrench, that means the tension is good. Important: there is a shim located under the top blade that allows the blade to be tilted back slightly so the bottom blade does not ride up the surface of the top blade, allowing it to only use the cutting edge. Now we adjust the top blade to the bottom blade. The bottom blade is designed to have a 3/4 inch difference in height from one side to the other. This allows for a scissor effect rather than a chopping one. Raise the lower blade up to the point it overlaps the top blade by 1/16 of an inch on the high side. Starting with the high side, match the cutting edges to each other. Adjust the top blade by using the jacking bolts to the point of both blades touching. Once the high side is adjusted, repeat the same steps for the lower side. After adjusting the low side, you need to check the high side again. You may need to readjust. Now you can snug and tighten bolts, but do not over tighten bolts. Once you have adjusted both sides of the blade, lower the bottom blade back down all the way. Now lay paper across the cutting surface to test it. Raise up forcefully to cut the paper in one swift motion. The paper should be cut, not ripped or folded. If it fails to cut the paper, then readjust the blade as discussed in previous steps to close the gap on the cutting blades.